Hi and good morning one and all watching this video. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Arul Kumar. I'm from Royal Rajasthan Public School, Abu Road, Siroi, Rajasthan. Indeed, I'm very privileged to be here today to conduct this Facebook Live on behalf of Royal Rajasthan Public School. I'm very glad here to conduct this session. In this class, I'm very happy to introduce two simple topics that are very essential in today's world. One is communication skill, and another one is English. Not as just English, it is how to be fluent in English. So I'll be telling you how one can become a fluent speaker in English. And then before, I'll be telling you very simple what is communication, how it has to be practiced in our day-to-day lives. So dear viewers, I request all of you, please listen carefully. These two simple topics are going to be highly valid for the next few years in your children, or maybe if you are trying to speak English. We at Royal Rajasthan Public School give very importance to the English atmosphere and the 100% English environment. So let me begin this session. What is communication? I am the head of communication at Royal Rajasthan. So that's the reason I'm very privileged to ask this question to everybody. Communication, it's very simple, but it is going to be very important in everyone's life if we have to understand each other. Communication can be a two or more people's conversation between more than two or three or in a group. But it plays very important that what type of communication that we do in our day-to-day lives. Very important, manners and etiquette. Manners and etiquette are very important. We at Royal Rajasthan School, we indulge everything to our children that they follow the very important task, that is manners and etiquette in today's life. We focus that they use only etiquettes with a proper and full sentence. And communication, it is a formal and informal. If you meet a friend, you can say hi. If you meet your old friend, you can say hello. But if you meet an elderly person who is very professional, who is a principal, it can be a chairman, it can be a teacher, a student just can't say hi and hello. Or if you're speaking in front of 1,000 people, you can't just say hi, that becomes informal. So formal as very important. Formal is different than. If you are speaking, I'd like to introduce, may I introduce? It's something, let me introduce myself. That is when you are in front of others. That makes formal. So communication is an important and essential in everyone's life, and that is what I've told you, the definition of communication. When we talk about communication, it has eye contact, body language, gesture, and more than that, your pronunciation too. So put into practice. So in today's class, very important thing that I have practiced and come in front of you to tell you, that is how to speak fluent English. I repeat, how to speak fluent English. Many of you are just feel like, I want to speak English, I want to speak English, I want to speak English. But it's not just going to happen within a few months. It has to be put into practice every time. How you can become a fluent speaker in this class? I'm giving you 5 important tips. These are not very old. These are advanced, researched, tested and experienced with easy tips. And that is what I'm going to tell you. And first one, that is learn in chunks. The first tip that I'm going to give you, learn in chunks. Learn, it's very simple word to understand. Learn in chunks. What is chunks? Chunks is different materials, solid piece of materials that is being proven. It can be a dictionary, it can be books or video, television shows, which is proven that this as a standard. That is what learn in chunks. We at Royal Rajasthan Public School, We have a standard material to improve the communication part of every individual presence here. And when the child enters inside the campus, starts with manners, greetings, wishing, especially the different ways that we teach that becomes smart, and the child themselves, children they themselves groom and becomes smart in using the manners. And very importantly, we make each and every child study here to speak only in full sentence so that the child becomes confident. How to speak fluent English with confidence, that is Royal Rajasthan public school students are the examples really, because they speak with full of confidence and fluent English. And that's why this school is one of the 100% English environment school which has been proven for the last 10 years. Next, I am going to the learn in chunks that I told you, speak in full sentence. Sometimes students do make mistakes. I do understand. Imagine you want to build a house, duplex house. It's not just easy. You need to know two things. That is construction and the architecture. Our children are well and thorough about what is construction, what is architecture. But in real life, they cannot do it. But in toy house, if you talk about building a toy house, we just shuffle everything and just put it in front of the students. They just take it and rearrange, arrange and they try. And that is how they make mistakes and then they rearrange. That is how we do it. When they start practicing this language, yes, they do make mistakes. But we, in our school, all the teachers are responsible, all the members of this institution are responsible to correct the mistakes, and they become very importantly confident. And they become very fluent in English. And that has been proven at Royal Rajasthan Public School. It's the second, sound well prepared. I repeat, sound well prepared. Sound, it's a voice. Phonetics, in English we call it as the sound, the phonetics. But it's very tough to understand now what is phonetics. But I will go through the sound, very simple, the pronunciation. The pronunciation is one of the important and essential thing when it comes to the speaking English. In our surroundings, we do speak mother tongue, Hindi and other regional languages. But suddenly when we start speaking English, our tongue twists. It cannot be the same as mother tongue. The fluency may lag. Sounding the words in front of others, very important. Pronunciation is one of the essential tasks that is given to us to teach the children how to pronounce each and every word. A simple task, I'll tell you. What? Why? What are you doing? What do you do? How do you come to school? So, pronouncing each and every word fluently, that makes a difference. English is something, how you pronounce a word that sounds good, and for that you need to practice very well. That's what I said, sound well prepared. If you want to sound good, you have to prepare well. And we at Royal Rajasthan School follow sound well prepared. Our students are well prepared before they come on any topic. You also practice. How do you practice? Go in front of the mirror. That's what I always do. Go in front of the public. Go in front of your children. If you are a parent, practice more and more. Deliver a speech again and again. Write it and practice in full sentence. And you will definitely find the solution, that is, you will be a fluent speaker and with confident. That is, sound well prepared. Third important tips that I'd like to tell you, that is, converse with native English speaker. I'd like to give you, what do you mean by native English speaker? Being an Indian, I am not a native English speaker at all. Because my mother tongue is Hindi, so I don't have any other